What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords mobile video, and today, guys, I'm getting my Worthy rally trap out for a stroll across the kingdom. It's time to feed it some milk and cookies. It's been getting pretty hungry lately. I haven't taken it out underneath the bubble. Actually, I was still repairing from the last time I took it out. If you haven't checked out the previous Worthy rally trap video, there should be a little tag poking up at the top of the screen right now. That's where I took actually 3 or 4 pretty hefty rallies in pretty quick succession, having to heal and stuff between each rally. That's a little while ago now, about a month ago. I haven't really got anything since, so I decided today to take it out for a spin. Now, of course, my rally trap is quite low in might. It's 242 million might. It's only really built for one rally. It's not built for taking multiples. Especially if someone sends an infantry blast at me, because that normally does quite a bit of damage to the front line. Because of course, as many of you know, my rally trap is a range front, range, so it's a tier 4 range front line with tier 2 infantry and cav, and also tier 4 infantry and cav. There's no tier 2 range in this trap, so the idea, of course, is that their rally goes slap bang into a tier 4 front line and caps them. That's the idea anyway. So SGK have scouted. They have started to pull in. Well, I Want a War's pulled in. Nobody else at the moment. And he comes in with a solo march straight off the bat. Okay, let's have a look. We've got Siege coming in. Okay, so he's going to break the wall. He wants to know what my front line is. That's absolutely fine. There comes the scout. I'm in a range front. Going to check my infirms to see if he put anything in there. He did. 14,000 tier 4 range. Okay, so he knows I'm a range front. There's about 900,000 or just over 900,000 tier 4 range in there. I wasn't sure what his next play was going to be. Was he just going to go straight in and set an infantry rally on me? Because that would be normally the thing you would do. However, he doesn't do that. I've got about 10 million troops, and I think what he's going to try and do is try and solo me down to get me down to 2 troop types, and then potentially send one big cav blast at me, or potentially just rally me with cav. Of course, that does work if the target is offline. However, I'm online. As you can see, he's coming in with a tier 4, tier 2 march to start with. And he's going to gauge the damage on that. Let's take a look and see how much damage he done. It's 46,000 wounded troops. Okay, and then straight again, another solo. You see, he's trying to break down that range front line. And this is actually quite clever. I mean, if you see a castle like mine that looks proper trappy from the scout report, you're soon going to find out if that target's online just by hitting down that range front or whatever front it is. Now, what you can do in this situation, which I didn't do, but you can because I wanted him to keep hitting me and give me free kills. But what you can do is you can get another account or one of your friends in your guild to send you a garrison. Or reinforcements. Just get them to send like the frontline reinforcements, because then all they're going to be hitting is rains and no real damage to the castle, so they have no real choice but to rally at that point. I didn't do that. I just sat there and let him keep hitting me, which was absolutely fine for me, to be honest. Now, I've stayed in range foul. I haven't changed it, but I'm about to. Because he's doing about 40,000 damage per hit. I don't want to take too much more of that, so I'm going to put a cavalry foul on now. And I'm waiting for him to send his infantry march again. He's probably just healing his infirms. And wherever it comes. So here comes the infantry. There it is. And he's going to hit me now. Does hardly any damage. Only down to 22,000. He scouts and realizes. And then not long after, he pulls away. Although he did send another 4 or 5 marches at me. It wasn't long after that he pulled away, knowing I was online. However, about 45 minutes later... Hello, T4K. Similar to TWK, but it's got the 4 there, right? Okay, so this dude ports in. T4K 2 King ports in and sets a rally on me. Now, he scouted me, or they scouted me. They didn't send a wall breaker, or they didn't send a frontline tester march, or anything at me, to be honest. They just sent the scout in, ported in, and set the rally, which is absolutely fine by me. Now, I don't know what he's going to be sending, and as you know, with this type of trap, it doesn't matter what they send, you always take it on the tier 4 front line. You don't put your tier 2s out there to be hit. those are specifically in high numbers to kill the rally that's hitting you. And your tier 4 are what hold the front. It's not a cheap way to trap, especially when my account hasn't got the counter boosts or anything like that. It's quite a costly way to trap because you're going to take a fair amount of tier 4 wounded, which does require a lot of speed ups and resources to heal. I'm not loaded up on resources right now because I'm not really intending to take more than one today. I literally wanted to just take one rally just to see, how the trap is holding up. So as you can see, I've got some rains coming in. Now, I did ask for a leader, right? I messed up here. I had a bit of a noob moment, right? Look at JTerra coming in, right? Look at my castle, my main account, just above it, look. It caps JTerra's leader. Of course, I'm on my main account as well on my phone, and I unfortunately put a garrison in and forgot myself, capping JTerra's leader, which I send back, and also capping Leroy's leader that I'm sending back. I know, 24 seconds to go. Now, I decided not to pull my garrison at this point. Big mistake. I should have pulled my garrison out and got them to send me another leader, so I had the extra 30% attack boost. But with 13 seconds to go, I didn't want to take the chance. In hindsight, I probably should have done it because once the timer ran out, they actually had a timer on the lead. You can see he's got slow arrows walking towards him. And I think they must have sat there for about, I don't know, it felt like an eternity. It must have been like 3 or 4 minutes of just constant spamming without any kind of rally coming towards me or anything. It was just constant spamming. I'm sitting there waiting for the coalition thing to pop up so I can switch into my real gear. And I just sat there forever waiting. It just didn't come up. And I have to say, I'll tell you something, guys. This is why I love playing Lords Mobile. I've been playing it for like 3 years now, whatever it is. And even now, when I sit there on my trap and start trapping, the hands start to shake, the palms start to get a bit sweaty. You're like, oh, because I know that my trap is so small and on that borderline of either doing a good defense or getting burned that I have to get my gear on in time before these big guys hit. This guy is a titan. He's got a gold 11k hero. He's got champion gear in his cav set. This guy's going to hit hard. So I need to make sure that I definitely do get my gear on. He's got champion gear for every spear, to be honest. But yeah, he definitely hits hard. He's pretty thick. So I need to make sure that I'm ready for this. And look, I'm just sitting here waiting. Spam after spam after spam. Thank you to the overlords. They gave me the general title. Look at that. I got the general just there, which is pretty good. And now I'm just waiting for Woking to come in, or Two Kings to come in, sorry. And I'm just staring at the arrows, and my hands are shaking. But it's all good. I'm good. The thing is, my screen is like full screen on my PC, so I have to travel the mouse further to get to each button. So I got to try and be quick, obviously. But look at all these troops coming in. These. Here he comes. Here he comes. All right, so I wait a couple of seconds. I don't see it speeding up. I then put my gear on, and there goes the rally. It hits. As soon as the rally hits, I go ahead and hit the random button, boom, and I'm out of there. Now, I don't know what's happened. My mic's dropped a little bit, but I don't know what's happened. Get out of my real gear, and I'll check my castle. I haven't got a prisoner, so I assumed he used the bunny. He didn't use a bunny, and I didn't cap him. Oh my god, he walked away with 2,600 troops. Really close to getting the cap. He didn't do that much damage, really, to me. It's because he sent cavalry. There's the familiars, you can see. Both the level 5 familiars, of course. Really nice familiar lineup. And if we check the actual in-depth report, you can see, there it is. He sent a cav blast. I didn't cap a cav blast on my rain trap. That's pretty bad. I really wish I had to cap that. To be honest with you, there's his cav gear. I mean, it's pretty thick, like I said. He's got a 5-piece Mythic Champion cav set with 85 castle stars. That's got to be about 900 plus, I would imagine. So, on 8 for 80, 900 anyway. Here's the actual battle. You can see he's got a Dark Magister. Look. At the front there, he has a Dark Magister as well. So there was a gold 11k hero in there, plus the champs. I mean, it was a solid cav hit. But still, my range rally trap should cap a cav rally. That's my bread and butter. That's what I want day in, day out. So it kind of tells me that, number one, I should have got the leader, because if I had a 30% attack boost, I probably would have capped it. Or I could have popped an attack boost and probably capped it. But still, if that's an infantry blast coming in, then I know I can cap infantry. I've done it before and range, but the damage is going to be much more significant. So I think it's time for an upgrade. I haven't spent much money on this account lately. Most of it's gone onto my main account, but I am going to now need to look at an upgrade. I'm going to need to get them counter boosts researched, which will add a little bit of might indeed, but they need to be done, and I'm going to have to go ahead and upgrade my gear a bit as well. So some upgrades to happen on the rally trap before I start getting it out again, I think. But it definitely was a fun fight this morning, and thanks a lot for T4K for coming out and throwing down. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, stay safe, everyone, and of course, peace out.